The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to explain the responsibilities of an executor in a probate case. So first, what is an executor? An executor is a person named in a will to manage the estate of a deceased person. So basically to collect and distribute the assets of the deceased person according to the terms of the will. If there is no will, or if the person named in the will to be executor is no longer living, willing, or able to act, then the court will appoint an administrator, and that's basically, they have the same role as an executor would, but it's court appointed rather than appointed by the will. So now let's talk about what the responsibilities of an executor are. The first responsibility is to file the will with the appropriate court. This is the court in the county in which the deceased person resided. Usually along with the will, they will file a petition to have the will admitted to probate, a petition to have letters of office issued naming them as the executor, which gives them the power to collect and distribute the deceased person's assets, and to open the probate case. And there's a bunch of ancillary documents that get filed along with this probate petition. At this time, the executor will send notice out to any heirs, anyone named in the will, these are called legatees, and any known creditors of the deceased person. And shortly after this, they'll file in a newspaper of general circulation in the county in which the deceased person resided a notice to unknown creditors. So they have to publish for 3 consecutive weeks this notice of the deceased person's death to anyone that they're not sending notice to because they might not know about all the creditors that exist. So then there's going to be a 6-month claim period where creditors have the opportunity to file claims, and they basically say this deceased person owed me money, and I want to be paid out of the estate. The executor's next responsibility is to determine whether these claims are valid. If they are valid, the executor informs the creditor that they're allowing the claim. If they're invalid, it's the executor's responsibility to contest the claim in the probate court and this is basically litigation. There'll be a hearing, an evidentiary hearing on whether the claim is valid or not. Once we've determined what claims exist, and kind of during this process, the executor is supposed to evaluate the value of the deceased person's assets and basically come up with an inventory of all of the assets they're able to collect. And they may liquidate some assets at this point and deposit them into a account for the estate. So this inventory is going to be provided to heirs and creditors to inform them of what assets are collected. They'll also create an accounting which informs the heirs and creditors how these assets that are listed in the inventory are going to be distributed, first to any creditors with valid claims and then to anyone named in the will according to the will. And if there is no will, then according to state statute. So they'll submit the inventory, the accounting to the creditors and heirs, and usually get their sign-off that everybody agrees this is how the estate should be distributed. If there's any objections, the executor has to deal with those objections and maybe bring them before the court if the executor doesn't agree with the objection. Once everyone's on the same page as far as the inventory and the accounting, the next step is for the executor to liquidate and distribute the assets according to the inventory and accounting. And when the executor distributes the assets, he or she will collect receipts of distribution from each of the creditors and heirs. This is basically like any other receipt, something saying we've received this asset from the estate. Then at the final court date, the executor files a final report saying they've discharged all of their duties, they've collected and distributed all of the assets according to the final accounting, and they have received receipts of distribution from everyone who's received assets. And if they present that final report along with the receipts of distribution, the case will be closed at the final court date. Somewhere in the process, the executor also has to file any taxes that are required, both for the final tax year of the deceased individual and for the estate, and that will be taken into account in the accounting because the state is a creditor. So those are the basic responsibilities of the executor. The executor can be held personally liable if there's either negligent mismanagement of the estate or intentional malfeasance. They have a fiduciary duty to to the heirs to manage the estate appropriately. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the video on our YouTube channel, and we try to answer them within 24 hours. If you'd like to schedule a free consultation, please give us a call at 630-324-6666. That's 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in nearly every area of law, and we have offices all around Chicagoland for your convenience. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to us on YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.